Okay, let's get the show going. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live vidIQ training session. My name is Liron and today I'm going to help you get two things that you really want. You want more subscribers, more views, right? That is why you're here. And if that is why you're here, you're in the right place. So today is all about that. It's the practical steps going from point A to point B. What do you need to do? How do you get those subscribers coming in? Especially important if you're a small channel, those who are really trying to kind of get their feet going. This is absolutely going to help you. So awesome people. Hey, Kart Galaxy is in the house. Thank you for being here. Calc Coaches FX is here. This is going to be fun. We're going to have lots and lots of exciting stuff happening today. So those that are new, just by the way, hey, Daniel, thank you for hanging out here as always. Those that are new here, drop a hashtag new in the chat. Hashtag new if you're new here, just to kind of get an idea who has been here before, who is brand new. This is what it's all about. We've seen time and time again that people have come to the stream again and again. Every single time they pick something else up and then they do it and they want to get more information. So, Flashback Zach is new. Cause ZZZ Light is new. Jank Younger Yardangens. Okay, guys, I will butcher absolutely everybody's names. I'm just telling you, it's going to happen. Thank you for being here. BTR Austin Gaming. Lots of gamers in the house. I saw from the chat already that was happening before we even started going live. So let me just explain for all the new people how this actually works. So a couple of things. Firstly, don't ask for subs in the chat. That is going to get our mods really upset and they will ban you and time you out. Sub for subs does not work. You subscribe to somebody else's channel, they subscribe to your channel, your numbers go up by 1, but nobody watches your stuff. In which case, what does that tell YouTube? It tells YouTube, hey, subscribers on this channel don't like this content. YouTube, therefore, doesn't go and recommend your videos. Don't do sub for sub. It is a terrible, terrible idea. Hey, more Night King. I love the name. Hello, thank you for being here. Ahmed, what? AK Hand Tech Plus. Sorry, I told you I was going to butcher lots of people's names. It is just one of those things I do, and I do that really well. So, where were we? Right, no sub for sub. No spam. If you want to go and be an absolute awesome person in the chat, amazing. If you're going to be one of those people that copy and paste every single message 15,000 times, or you're picking fights with people in the chat, please go away. Our mods will tell you to goodbye. We'll all wave you goodbye. There's lots of other things that you can do online. We want this to be an awesome experience for absolutely everyone. That is why we're here. So the way that this works, okay, so this is important. This training is actually divided into 2 sections, okay? The first section is pre-recorded. Yes, I know, shocker, what can I tell you? That first section is pre-recorded. Why is it pre-recorded, you may ask? Oh, that's a great question, and I shall tell you. The reason I pre-record that section is because those are the exact steps you need to take in order to level up your channel, to get subscribers, get views. When you're in that learning mode, you certainly don't want to be interrupted by me saying, hey, Tamil, how you doing? Hey, Mikey Slice, how we going? You don't want me to be interrupting your learning because it just throws you off. It throws you off. The reason I pre-record it is because we know lots of people come back to this particular stream when it's done. It is going to be available later on our channel. So if you miss anything, you can always go back. We know people come back and they come back to specific sections. And again, the chat is irrelevant when people come back, which is why I pre-record that section. And then when the training is done, I come back on and we're going to do Q&A. You guys ask me a whole bunch of questions. I answer you. Lots of fun. We're going to go through all the things that's been bothering you and all good stuff that I can help you as far as YouTube is concerned. Happy to do it. I have 2 simple rules. As long as I've got coffee, and don't worry, I will refill this up in the break. As long as I got coffee and as long as the internet's working, I'm very happy to stay on and chat with you guys. So that is basically how that works. MT Engineering, love vidIQ. We love you right back. Thank you for hanging out here. The people who are here, you're saying, look, you subscribe to me, I subscribe to you, and blah, blah, blah. Or my favorite is, hey, Be my friend. I'll be your friend. Nobody's going to pick that one up. Yeah, sorry. We do. Don't do the sub for sub nonsense, please. It just irritates the chat and it just doesn't really give you any value. In fact, it harms your channel. So, Rex, let's not do that. Remember, take notes. Who said take notes? Destination Chronicle says taking notes. Okay, you're going to wear both pen and pencil out. There is going to be so much, which is, again, why this is going to be available on the replay by the time we're done. Now, remember, I work with channels every day. I work with channels which are small, and I work with channels that have millions of subscribers. And everything I'm telling them, I am going to be telling you for absolute free. There is no catch. Now, of course, if you don't have vidIQ, hang out with us. Perfectly fine. If you want the vidIQ tools, we have a free version of vidIQ. So really no excuse not to get it. And then the second thing we have, because you guys are hanging out here, in the description, down here, what? Description. I'm just waving. Sorry, I changed my whole set. So I've got different cameras. Anyway, not important. In the description and in the chat up here somewhere, I don't know where to point, wherever it is, there's going to be a link to get yourself 30-day boost so you can get the full tools of vidIQ for the next 30 days. So my recommendation is if you don't have vidIQ, totally fine, hang out. If you see value, get vidIQ, get the free version. If you want to get more data out of your channels, get the 30-day and unlock that. The other cool thing about unlocking the full 30 days is that you also get access to our entire academy. And there are so many courses talking about gear and algorithms and thumbnails and strategies, blah, 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 a whole bunch of stuff. Definitely worth checking out once you get Boost. The other thing is we have a Discord server. So this kind of chat, this kind of chat can happen all the time on Discord, where we look at each other's thumbnails, we help each other out. So definitely go and join the Discord. Again, link is in that description. And of course, we have a podcast. This is my podcast. So I always like to plug this shamelessly. The podcast where we dive deep into so many topics. Like, for example, tomorrow's topic, because it launches every Thursday, we're talking about how to use copyrighted music legally in your YouTube videos. So not just the epidemic sound production music, but actual tracks that you hear on the charts these days. How do you use them legally? I go into that. We've got a great guest. So definitely go check out Tube Talk. And again, I'm just going to point everywhere because the links are just somewhere around here. Okay, so we have a couple of more minutes to go. It's about 3 minutes to rock and roll on my side. Hello, everybody that has just joined. Mike Slice, how you doing? Thank you for hanging out here. Let's see who else we can say. Daniel's still answering up a storm. Daniel's awesome. Okay, let's see who else have we got here in this chat. Cal Coaches FX, he's doing his thing and really getting into that. Hey, JYDP Gaming. Dude, one day I will say your name right the first time, although I'm not hopeful. Okay, just telling you. Game Master, thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. Hiccup Gaming, thank you for hanging out here. So, for those that have just joined, I'm going to go through this just little spiel very, very quickly. The chat, please keep it civil. Be nice to people. We're all in this together. We all want to get our YouTube to that next level. We all just want to get whatever level you are, you just want to get to the next one. And that is what today's stream is all about. It's getting you more views, getting you more subscribers the right way. So please, no sub for sub. Don't be horrible to each other in the chat. The world is crazy enough as it is. We don't need any of this negativity right here. We all just want to learn and how to grow. Then this whole training is divided into the two sections. As I said, the first bit is going to be pre-recorded, and that's the exact steps you need to take to get those views and get those subscribers. It will be available on the replay, so if you miss anything, just simply come back. And then I come back on for section number 2, and then we can chat. We can basically hang out. You guys can ask me questions. I'll answer you. I've got coffee. I've got internet for now. Crossing fingers and everything else. As long as all those things are going, I'm good to hang out with you and answer as many YouTube-related questions as possible. So that is the format of today, pre-recorded, followed by Q&A. Again, if you don't have vidIQ, hang out with us. If you want the free version, get it. If you want the 30-day, unlock the big boy of vidIQ, where it gives you access to lots of tools and the academy. Well, the links are in the chat. Let me just work out which way to point. I think it's that way. I think it's this way. In the top of the chat, there should be a little pinned comment there. And then in the description, am I pointing the right? Yeah, I did. And then in the description, there's actually links to this as well. Okay, it's a new setup. It's a new environment. So I'm kind of getting used to looking here, looking there. So, one of those things. Okay, guys, you ready to do this? If you're ready for more views, if you're ready for more subscribers, the right way, without breaching YouTube terms and services, without doing anything dodgy, without sub for sub, without buying views and buying bots and all that nonsense. If you want to know how to do YouTube the right way, this is the time to do this, okay? This is the time to rock and roll. Take a moment, get your favorite beverage, get your notepad, get your pen and paper, whatever you write on. It's going to come at you fast, and there's going to be lots and lots of information, especially if you're a small channel and you're trying to get your feet going and you're trying to understand how to do this YouTube thing. You're absolutely in the right place. It's 12 o'clock my time. We're ready to do this. I'm Just Jay. Thank you for being such a great help. Thank you for hanging out here. Again, this is why we're here. We're here for you. We really want to see you succeed. This is why we do this. This is why it's free. We just want you to get your YouTube on, and that's what we're about to do. So if you guys are ready, let's do some thumbs up in the chat if you're ready to rock and roll. And just so I'm going to push some buttons, have a sip of coffee, because, well, that's what I do. Okay, and I think that now that that's done, Toro Buck says, by the way, thanks to vidIQ, I got 6,000 subscribers. Boom. I need some sound effects. I always forget to get some sound effects. I'm going to do that. All right, we got thumbs up. We got lots of thumbs up. We got people already. We got thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, in which case, I think we should do this. I do this every week. Still have no idea why. I'm going to do it this week again. I'm going to do the pointless countdown. So, hand on button. Are we ready for this? Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Never mind. Let's just go.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, and thank you for joining us for another vidIQ training session. My name is Liron Segev. I am the Director of Customer Success here at vidIQ, which means that every day I work with creators big and small, helping them level up their channels, get more subscribers, more views in less time. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with you today. Now, today is not about theory. It's not about making good thumbnails, because we know all of that. And if you missed out on any of that information on the vidIQ channel, which you've just subscribed to, if you haven't already, we have so much value, so many videos about those particular topics. You can go and consume them at your own time. But today it's not about that. Today it's about the practical steps. You know, the thing at vidIQ is a lot of us have our own channels. We're all creators, and therefore we understand the frustrations that you go through as a creator. We've all been there. We all know the frustration of filming a video, spending time editing it, uploading it, and then nothing happens, or a handful of views. Ridiculously frustrating and almost like demoralizing. Do I really want to do this YouTube thing? So that is what today's training is all about, the practical steps. Now, if you don't have vidIQ, that's perfectly fine. You can still hang out with us, no problem. If you are here as a way of saying thank you, in the description below, there's a link to the vidIQ tools. Go and download them, and then for the next 30 days, it will just unlock all the beautiful goodness that's in your channel. And believe it or not, there is goodness, and I'm going to show you how to tap into that. And that's what these tools are about. They're about unlocking that frustration, unlocking the goodness that you have, unlocking the way forward. How do you build your channel? How do you grow? How do you get your audience? And this is what I'm going to show you today. So YouTube is made up of 3 Ds, and when you can unlock all 3 of those, that is when magic happens. That is when your channel really blows up. It happened to me. I can tell you from first-hand experience on my channel. So this is critical stuff, and that's why I want to share this with you. Very excited to do this. So the first D is all about discovery. If YouTube doesn't know about your latest creation, it could be absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. Well, it's not going to discover it. And therefore, people are not going to know about it. Therefore, people are not going to find it. And therefore, it's going to remain with very little views. And again, we're going to go deep into all of this. So the first D is about discovery. The second D is about delivery. Are you as a content creator delivering value to your audience? YouTube looks at that. So what I mean by that is, are you using clickbait to get people just to click and then they don't like it and they leave? Are people loving your content? So they're watching so much more of us and they're commenting and giving you those thumbs up. That's important. And that's the second D. It's about delivering. And then finally, the third D is about distribution. When you get those first two right, YouTube looks at those signals and says, okay, got a video here. It's being loved by its own audience. Let me go and distribute this to a bigger audience. Let me go find a new audience for this video. Oh, and when that happens, that is when you get those fresh new eyes on those videos, and that is when your subscribers grow, and that is when your views grow. Okay, so where do all good YouTube videos begin? They begin in the kitchen. Of course, that's where all good YouTube videos begin, right? If I tell you right now, stop what you're doing, go to your kitchen, go to open up some random cupboards, take up some random ingredients, mix them all together, and then stick it in your oven, what are the odds that a beautiful pizza is going to come out of that? Probably not much, right? But if I tell you, hold on, don't grab random ingredients, I need you to grab the following. There's some tomato sauce, there is some flour, there is some eggs, there is cheese, there is olives, there is whatever. And I give you the steps, and I tell you these are the steps to get the dough going. And then you get the sauce, and then you get the cheese on top, and then stick it in the oven for this temperature, for this long. Then what are the odds of a beautiful pizza coming out? Beautiful and amazing. The way we all approach our videos is the first bit. We take our camera, we run out, we shoot hours and hours of video, we come home, we drop it onto our computers, we edit it, we copy and move scenes around, we add B-roll, it looks amazing, we slap a title, slap a thumbnail, upload it, and then hope that something comes out of that. Hope that a beautiful pizza comes out of that and people love it. That's not going to work, is it? But that's why I want to focus today on the exact steps that you need to take to follow the recipe. Follow the YouTube recipe. Like we did with our pizza, I want to give you the exact those steps that you need to do for your next video. Okay, so it's going to get good. There's lots of information. It's going to come at you fast and furious. Again, if you don't have vidIQ, it's in the description below. Grab it before we get going. This will be available on the replay. So in case you missed anything, or I speak too fast, or you need more information, no problem. Don't worry, after the session is done, you can come back to this. Okay, so now that we have pizza in mind, and a lot of us are going to get hungry round about now, well, that's good motivation to go through this training with me. So you ready for this? Let's start off with making a video pizza. We're going to make a video about pizza. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my search bar. This is where I start. I start by putting in my word or my phrase, and the first thing I want to understand is the landscape. Now remember, we're using pizza here. Of course, this will work for absolutely anything else. I just want to show you an example. We all understand because, well, you get this basically around the world. So let's have a look at this. So pizza is my key phrase. I'm going to make a video about pizza. I'm not really sure what yet, but I know that that's what I want to focus on. So vidIQ reveals a whole bunch of information. Highest view video, 28 million. Okay, that looks good. Top creator is a channel called Tasty. Okay, interesting. But look at this, volume. The volume here is 82. It's in the green. What does that mean? It means there's lots of people who are actually searching for our particular key phrase, our pizza key phrase. Do you go out and make a video immediately? No, because you got to look at competition. And you can see the competition is very high. What does that mean? Lots of people are searching for pizza related content, but there's also lots of channels, lots of videos delivering. So therefore, it's going to be very, very difficult to make a video just about pizza. So do we just give up? No. Here is where this tip comes into play. Now, this is important. This actually will change your research. We're going to do this. We're going to go out here to our search bar, and what we're going to do is the alphabet walkthrough. So pizza space A, B, C, D. What is it showing you? It's showing me autocomplete. In other words, so many people have searched for the word pizza and dough recipe that YouTube makes it a little bit easier for the next person to start typing pizza space D. We assume they're going to go for this dough recipe. Oh, look, there it is. Dough without yeast. Pizza dough recipe without yeast. How does this help us? How does this help us as content creators? Well, this is a good indication of what people are searching for. If people are searching for pizza dough recipe without yeast, that gives us a beautiful direction for our video. We're going to make a video about pizza dough, and we're going to use the word dough, recipe, and yeast, because those seem to be the popular words. And remember, we're only on the D. E, F, G. Look how many titles come up here that you can actually use for your video. This is where you start really understanding YouTube search. So remember, YouTube is a search engine. What do you do in search engines? You ask questions. So don't forget, don't just do the A, B, C, D walkthrough. Go to the beginning of the phrase and then type in the what. What pizza looks like around the world? What's pizza to your body? What pizza is the best? What? Where? When? Why? How? Okay. And all of a sudden, look at this. How Pizza Hut makes pizza. How pizza rolls are made. How pizza is made in Domino's. What does it show you? It's telling you what people are currently searching for. Go and make your videos based on these. That's how you get those initial eyeballs, those initial reactions, because you're answering somebody's question. Autocomplete is a beautiful way to understand the YouTube algorithm and what people are currently searching for. If you can marry up a video title to a query, that is where you win. Remember, we're still in research mode, okay? So let's have a look at this video. This video, it says, the best homemade pizza you'll ever eat. Views, 19 million views on this. So by most indication, 19 million views is a good views for your video. I mean, we all would love 19 million views on our videos. But does that mean that this channel is winning? In other words, is this a good video for this channel? Because remember, this channel has got 18 million subscribers. So is 19 million views like a regular video for them? Or is it a real video for them? Well, let's find out. So 19 million views. Here is what the problem with views is. Views doesn't take time into account. In other words, this video was launched in 2018. Did it get all of its views right at the beginning, or did it take years to get to these numbers? Did it take a day, a month, a week, a year, 3 years? How many years did it take to get to this 19 million? Why is that important? Because it tells me about relevancy. Is this video relevant today? So, for example, the iPhone 1 or the Samsung Note 1 phone that came out. Now, I'm a tech geek, so I'm going to use technology examples. But let's just say that video came out of the iPhone 1. When it came out, millions of views on those videos. But is it still relevant today? That's the question. How many people are still searching today? If all you saw was that this video has got 19 million views and you went ahead and made a video all around this topic, well, you're going to be missing the boat here because this might not be relevant today. So what do? We'll show you something called VPH, views per hour. And essentially what views per hour is, it's telling me right now how many people are watching this video. So as you can clearly see, there is still lots and lots and lots of interest in this particular video, in this particular title. And in fact, if you look at historical trends, you can see it was doing okay, and all of a sudden, boom, a big surge. It's obviously the times that we're in, people are interested in making homemade pizza, and therefore this video is getting all that beautiful momentum. So remember, evergreen content. This is another example of something that was live in 2018. And look, it just was okay, and now just picked up traction. So very important to remember the evergreen content. So when you launch a video, don't panic straight away if it doesn't get those beautiful views. You just never know when your time will come. This is 2 years later, and look at those numbers. Beautiful, just popping. So again, a total number of views doesn't indicate if it's a good video today. So we show you views per hour. Very, very important. The next thing we look at is, did they use any Reddit? So there's a couple of Reddit instructions, a little bit of Facebook going on here. But look at this. This is beautiful. This tells me that, remember I asked you earlier, 19 million views on a channel with 18 million subscribers. Is this okay or not? Is this a great video, a bad video? Well, we'll tell you that. The compare views in the first 28 days tools is exactly the tool that you need. Because if you have a look at this, you say, this video, I want to compare it to this channel's average. This channel's average is a little pink at the bottom. This video is the one in blue. after 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days. So now we can see after 7 days, this channel typically gets 122,000 to 194,000 views on a video. But this video got a 2.6 million views in the first 7 days. What does this tell me? It's telling me this is an outlier video. This is an exceptional video. And therefore, I am absolutely going to research this video, the title, the thumbnail, the description, the tags that they used, look what it's ranking for. I want to understand all of this so that I can make my video as close to this as possible. If YouTube is currently suggesting this video and it's an outlier video for this channel, well, I am one to be able to get in on that. Now, this video tells you more. This tool tells you more. Not just this channel's average. You can actually look at your channel's average. So this video compared to your own channel's average. This video compared to the last video you watched. Any video, any playlist, any channel, and then the competitor's average. And I'll show you that shortly as well. So, very, 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 very powerful tool. It tells you exactly what you need to know. This is a good video. Lots of views per hour. Trending topic. Still relevant today. I am absolutely going to investigate this if I was making a pizza video. Remember, we're still in research mode. We're still in the first D, that first D of being discovered. So we may have some title ideas. What about thumbnails? What should we be going after? Well, in research mode, we still want to be discovered. We go to the vidIQ tools on the left-hand side, and there's something called competitors. Click on that. And this essentially loads up all the people who are doing similar stuff to you in your industry. This, for us, this is the people that we work with, people that we attend events with, other YouTube teachers here, and we want to understand what's going on. Now, why is it important? Because YouTube knows that we don't watch one video about one item and then go make a buying decision. We watch multiple videos about the same item. Therefore, what we want to understand is what's going on in the industry. What are our competitors doing? Remember, this is sorted by views per hour. So I can see which topic is getting more attention. I want to see what their thumbnails are like. Are they still good, lots of text, still faces? What's their titles? Are they long titles? Are they short titles? All this gives me good indication. Am I still on the right track? Now remember, in your industry, it's going to be different people. You have to load up yourselves, the people that you look up to, people you want to work with. And when you see it, you start getting a good picture and a good idea. Now I'll tell you what else it does. YouTube is all about trends. YouTube knows that when a trend comes out, it becomes a hot topic, people are talking about it, people are researching it, and therefore it's going to serve more and more content. So imagine in this industry, if we saw that everybody's talking about a specific topic, a specific YouTube tool, maybe something new has come out, and our competitors have started talking about that, well, of course, we're going to understand that, and we want to get in on that action as well. In your industry, it's going to be exactly the same. Maybe everybody is starting to talk about the upcoming big vacation or the upcoming big holiday in your country. Maybe it's Mother's Day, whatever it may be. If people are starting to talk about it, means the industry is starting to talk about that particular holiday. In other words, search results are coming in. In other words, you can start jumping on this. So it's a good way to keep an eye on your competitors, keep an eye on what they're doing, what are they saying, what do they look like, and is there anything that you need to change? Don't go and copy them, because obviously that's not a good strategy, but go and understand what's going on. Know your competitive landscape. Very, very important. So that is competitors. Go and load up a whole bunch, and the value here is insane, especially when it comes to trend. Because trend is where it's at, the next tool I'm going to show you is called the Trend Alerts. Now, Trend Alerts, this is very important. Trend Alerts changes your channel. Here is why. You give it an alert name, and then you say, here's my keyword. So basically what I'm saying to vidIQ is anytime somebody makes a video with this keyword in from any of these competitors or from the whole of YouTube, when that video gets more than, let's just say, 1,000 views per hour, remember, per hour, not in total. When that video gets more than 1,000 views per hour, each week, send me a report that looks like this. Now, why is this important and how does this change channels? Well, what will end up happening is you'll see that a certain style of video has gone from 1,000 views per hour to 5,000 views per hour to 10,000 views per hour. Okay, something is happening. Something's happening over there. I need to understand that. because it's going to be your keyword. So it's going to be related to your industry. You know what those big keywords are. And as soon as you see them, you know that you want to jump in on that action and get in on the trend really, really, really early on. So many channels have changed completely because they realized that a certain keyword has become hot, is just starting to roll. They've seen channels go from 500 views per hour on a video to 1,000 views per hour on a video to 5,000 views per hour on a video. Well, it means there's a big hunger for that keyword. Could I make a video with that keyword? Could I make on that topic? And if you can jump in on those trends really, really, really early on. Remember, we're still in the D for discovery. We've done our research. We've done the what, where, when, how. We've done the alphabet walkthrough with our keywords. We have seen which are cool videos. We've marked them so we know to go back to them and research them. We've seen what our competitors are doing, our trend alert sets. The next thing is most viewed. And essentially what most viewed is everything that's going on that's happening on YouTube right now. Now, before you tell me, yes, there is the trending page, very well aware of it, but this is different. Do you know why? Because this sorts out the hot videos on YouTube sorted by views per hour. This video is getting 300,000 views per hour. This video is 146,000 views per hour. So why is this important? Well, first of all, you're in the YouTube game. You need to know what's working on YouTube as a whole, even when it's out of your niche. And here you can see that certain topics are working really, really well. What's the thumbnail like? How clean is it? How much text is there? What is their titles? Is it long? Is it short? All these questions you need to be asking all the time so you can understand how clean these are. Look at this, just something I can pick up immediately. There's no text. Look at that, very little text, if any. Big bright colors, and these are kids content, and they're still doing well on YouTube. Again, even this, Chadwell Clay, great channel, no text. Marquez Brownlee to do with technology. The only text here is the $3.99 the price. You're learning all the time from what's going on. Now you can take it a step further. What you can say is, look, love this guy, but he's got a channel with what, millions and millions of subscribers. It's nowhere near where I am. No problem. You go down here to channel subs and you can change it. You can say, show me only channels that are in the bronze, 10 to 100,000 subs, or 100,000 to 1,000,000 subs, something closer to your world, so that you can learn what's working in that industry, in that subscriber range, and make videos accordingly. You can also do research here with search terms, the various categories, the various countries, and all of this helps you with being discovered. And that's the most important thing, doing that research before you touch that camera, before you rush out and spend hours of your life making a video that is not going to get those views. Spend the time rather doing this here. Okay, so we've seen the videos. We've looked at our competitors. We have done our research. We've looked at what's trending. We've looked at what's working on the whole of YouTube. We looked at it in our research mode. We're now armed. We go and create our video. Okay, now that we've got our video, what do we do next? Okay, so you've done your video, you've uploaded it, and now it's time to feed it all that beautiful, juicy information in your titles, your descriptions, your tags, and your thumbnail. So let's look at these tools. The most important thing for me when it comes to YouTube is the thumbnail and the title in combination. Not in isolation, but together. Why? Well, here's what happens. When somebody's doing a search on YouTube, they perhaps will scroll down and your thumbnail has one mission: to get them to stop and go, "Oh, what's that?" And then they glance over and they look at your title. And together, they're either going to decide to click or not to click. A great thumbnail with a rubbish title is not enticing enough, and vice versa. An amazing title, but with a thumbnail that doesn't get somebody's attention, also not good enough. They're not going to stop and click, but it's got to work together. So this is one of the greatest tools. I love this completely. It's called Preview in Search Results. This is brand new, and this will be a game changer as well. So what do? We want to understand how will my video look like when other people are doing a search. So let's just say the question is how to get 1,000 subscribers. So let's write that in. How to get 1,000 subscribers. And I'm going to say preview and search. Now look what's going to happen. We're going to come up here This is the video. And this shows me the videos, other videos in this industry. Now, we're very lucky because our next video is actually a vidIQ video. So I'm asking myself the question, will this thumbnail get people to stop and click compared to the other videos around it? That is beautiful. Also, I get to see everybody else's titles. I can make changes right here. And not only can I make changes to the title, I can click on preview changes and it would actually change it right here as well. So now I can constantly am optimizing my video to be discovered. So remember I said it's your thumbnail and your title in combination, because that's going to get someone to stop what they're doing like this and go, oh, what's this? That is colorful. That's got text, got information. I want to click on that. Now remember, it shows it to me on the search screen. But we all know that home screen is pretty big on YouTube too. That's where a lot of people are finding their information. So now it shows me, look what my icon looks like, my graphics look like on the home screen. Look how it just stands out. All the colors. And that's why people click on this video. And again, I can see this on desktop, I can see this in tablet mode, and I can see it on mobile as well. I want to make sure I'm continuously optimizing my search results, because this is where you win. It's about understanding what your thumbnail and your title look like together compared to the people above you and the people below you. Because as soon as you can get someone's attention with an amazing thumbnail and a great title, this is where you win the click. I love those preview results. Go ahead and use them continuously. You can search for any phrases. We can optimize it here. How to get 100 subs. Let's just say that's get the results there. Okay, now you can see we're very similar to this. So if I was going after the first 100 subs, I will perhaps not use the same thumbnail because it's too similar to this. I would use, oh, another vidIQ one. See how different that is? And that's what you want. How to stop somebody's attention to be able to go, wow, what is this? Click. Now, remember that YouTube knows what your video is about. It's got enough AI systems to understand the content. It's automatically captioning your videos. So it's got all this data. So title and descriptions and your tags simply augment what YouTube already knows. It makes sure that it allocated it correctly. So we always want to write for humans. Don't try keyword stuff this with lots of keywords just to try and get YouTube algorithm to jump around. That used to work back in the day. It does not work anymore because YouTube's smarter than that. So write for people. Write in a way that somebody will want to click. Your description. Put some effort into your description. So give a great opening line because that's the preview line that people will see. And then now timestamps. Make sure you spend time putting in timestamps. YouTube is experimenting with new features. There's things like chapters. We're going to see more and more of this come into play, especially as we go towards voice. So make sure that you put in timestamps into your videos, helping YouTube help you. So when someone on Google does a quick search of how to double down on quality or quantity, well, maybe this is a good enough phrase that YouTube will recommend this video. So you need to spend time and effort in here. So which keywords do you use? Well, this is where tags come in. So whilst tags aren't as important as they used to be, you absolutely still need to be using tags. So you start typing here, Mother's Day. And here you can already see a whole bunch of Mother's Day related tags that pop in here. So let's select this one, but watch this. Okay, click into here. Now we've got a whole wealth of information. Now what we can see here is Mother's Day gift ideas, but look at this. We also show you the related keywords. We show you the most used keywords, the search volume, the competition, the overall score, and all of these are basically searchable and indexable so that you can go through and say, well, which tags do I want to use? Mother's Day gift looks like a good one, and simply click on the plus button and it will add that tag. All of this information simply helps your video to get better classification. And even though tags by themselves don't matter, when you feed the beast, it helps you with your videos. So many people are just ignoring tags altogether, and that is a big, big mistake. It's all about building those relationships between your videos and other videos, other search results, and tags help you do that. Okay, so use your tags. Now, the big thing here is, when do you make your video public? When do you launch your video? So YouTube looks at various factors. And when it knows about your video, it knows the content, it knows what your title is, it knows what your thumbnail's like. What it doesn't know, if it's a good or a bad video, it has no idea. So it looks for signals. And one of those signals is, do people watch when you make it public? So the best way to do that is to launch your video during a time where people are actually online. So this tool tells you that. Best time to publish, broken down by day. And it knows that if I'm going to launch a video on a Wednesday, my audience happens to be online between these times. So I should probably launch my video just before that, so to get all that upwards traffic as people are joining. This is an important signal. If you make your video available and people are watching it instantly, YouTube says, oh, there must be value here because people are watching, and they're watching for more than 50%. So I want to be able to translate that into maybe trying with another audience. And that's where distribution starts to happen, because YouTube is getting all these glorious signals to say that this is a good quality video. And that is how you unlock distribution. So launch your video when your public is online. And a good ninja tip here is, try not to launch whenever you can schedule a video. What I mean by that is, you can schedule a video to launch on the hour, or every half an hour, or even every 15 minutes. Or so 9, 9:15, 9:30, for example. But if you launch your video at 9:48, it's such a weird time that no other companies schedule their videos to launch at that, because you can't. So now you have an opportunity to stand out amongst those notifications. Less notifications, more odds. The odds are much better that your subscriber actually gets the notifications. So just a little bonus tip there. As we scroll further down, a lot of vidIQ SEO scores that are right here. We've even got the checklist. Let me make sure that I've done everything. Have I got a card? Have I got an end screen? We don't enable monetization, so I'm obviously going to see the X. Have I shared it on Twitter, made it public, etc.? So we're just keeping you on track, a nice little running track to make sure that you're ticking all the right boxes and ticking all the right marks here. Okay, so we've done our research. We're going to get discovered. We've done the first D. The second D is that we have now launched our video. We've launched it at the right time. And now we hope it's up to YouTube to distribute that video as much as possible. We're obviously going to help it along with social media and our own efforts to get the video seen, but we're hoping the YouTube algorithm kicks in. Well, YouTube rewards people that deliver. So it's quality over quantity. How do we know if you're delivering? Well, this is where this tool comes in. It's called the Channel Audit tool. Now, this is the tool I was missing when I was building up my YouTube channel, because I needed something that I can push a button that will tell me what's working and what isn't working. I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend 10 hours of my day trying to decipher little numbers and exporting reports from YouTube Analytics to try to work out what's working and what isn't. I want to push a button, and this is what this does. The Channel Audit does exactly that. It says, okay, over the last 30 days, is my channel growing or shrinking? So I can see views, subscribers, watch time. If it's going up, great. If it's going down, why? Did maybe I have a viral video last month and don't have one this month? Okay, so I understand. So it gives me that information. The next thing I want to look at is content to double down on. And essentially what that means, this is content that you need to make more of. People love this content. It's broken down into views per hour. Which videos are giving me views per hour? How many views per hour does each one of these videos give me? What's the engagement rate? What's the views? Subscribers gained. How many subscribers per 1,000 views? So it gives me an idea of what's bringing in my subscribers to my channel. And now I know that if people are loving this content, make more of this content. Simple as that. And down here, total watch time, average watch time, top retention. These are the stuff that YouTube loves, and YouTube rewards you for it. So if you can mix these together, find the trend on your channel and see what works and make more of that, you'll very quickly discover these certain elements of that your channel that people love and these certain channel stuff that they don't love. So for example, in how to make the best pizza recipes, maybe you're going to make 5 different pizza recipes, and every time you use the word pepperoni, it doesn't rank up here. Because you know what? People didn't love that. Where do you see it? In the content that could use work. This is the stuff that didn't really work too well. Well, why not? Lowest average watch time, lowest retention, lowest like ratio, lowest views, videos losing subs. What does that mean? Well, people didn't really engage with our content. Why not? Do we just not make it? No, we go and we understand why that these things not work. What's going on here? Could we do something better to improve it? So things are always going to be up here. So pepperoni lands up down here. Don't make pepperoni recipes. Only make the stuff that works up here. Now another section in the middle is called the top search terms. What are people searching to get your channel, to get the information? What are the click rates for your end screen? The card click rates. What does this all this tells you? Well, these are the search terms. So if I make more videos with these search terms, guess what? More views, more subscribers. End screens. You can see how when I'm referring to certain elements in my end screens, they're working better than other end screens. The call to subscribe on our end screen isn't really working. We're not getting much out of this. But best for viewer seems to be doing a lot better. Channel seems to be doing a lot better. On your cards, polls, look at this. 71% of people are engaging in polls. We're going to make more polls. Playlist is doing okay, not so bad, but not as good as polls. So we're going to use more polls in our videos. So you see how all this information really helps you understand the second D. Are you delivering? Because when you deliver, that is when distribution happens. And remember, this is for 30 days. We can even drop it down to 60 and 90 days. I always look at this on my personal channel between 30 days, and then I look at it at 90 days. I want to smooth out any highs, smooth out any lows, and just get an idea of what's actually working. So I look at my content to double down on, look for those trends, what are the search terms, and what didn't work so well. Down here, well, I see a little bit of information. I'm using a lot of characters, but look down here, items to improve upon. Here it says to me, okay, there's videos without cards. 12 videos don't have an end screen, and 6 videos are not added to a playlist. I can go into each one of these and instantly fix it straight from here. So it always keeps a good housekeeping in check. Channel Audit tool is it's almost your savior. It's the best thing that you need for your channel because it's the unemotional version that tells you what's working and what isn't working. So now we have done the first D. We have been discovered. We have done the second D. We are delivering. We're spending lots and lots of time in our channel audit tool to understand what's working and what isn't working. And we're constantly giving our audience the stuff that's working. They're loving it. They're giving us subscribers and they're giving us views. That is what it's all about. And when you do that well enough, once you spend a lot of time doing this, you're going to go into your achievements and you're going to start unlocking achievements. We've unlocked the 500,000 subscriber achievement. And don't worry, this is customized for your channel. So if you haven't hit a certain achievement, don't think you have to wait till 500,000. But now, why this is important? Because when you unlock an achievement, it generates a certificate. And this certificate is a great way to help build your audience. Here is why. When you have an achievement and you share it on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, wherever you share it, people are going to say, wow, I'm part of this journey. Your audience is part of that journey. They love being part of people's journeys. They retweet, they like, give you a shout out for being successful. Well done. And that grows your community because other people see this and go, oh, I didn't know about this vidIQ channel. Let me go check it out. There must be lots of value. This is social proof that everything works and has come together beautifully for you. So spend some time in your achievement. Understand what you're breaking into. Share those certificates. Be excited about it. And then look at your top performing months. What are your targets? Use that as a bit of a motivational thing. Can I reach my goals? How many more days am I away from reaching my next milestones? We take care of all that for you so that you are proud to share your successes. And when you do, make sure you tag vidIQ on your social media. So we're happy to retweet. We're happy to celebrate in your success and your milestones. Okay, so That was a lot. Like I said to you at the beginning. This is why, now you understand why that section has to be pre-recorded. I go through a lot of things, everything from the being discovered, everything to delivery, how to go viral, how to get the best thumbnails, how to get the best titles. It's all right there. So now we're back. I've got more coffee, which is good news. The internet so far, so good. So we're all good. Thank you for hanging out here for this long. And I think we're ready for some Q&A. So the way that Q&A works is you go at vidIQ and ask your question. I'll pick it up from the chat. I'll answer your question. Whilst I'm talking and giving an answer, people will still type more questions in, so I might miss your question. Feel free to retype it. Don't go copy paste a million times. Nobody really likes that. So if you've got a question, let's do this. I saw, Lilycraft Nook, how are you doing? Hey, your presentation at vidIQ was wonderful. Thank you. Oh, awesome. At Vid Summit, sorry. Thank you for listening. I hope you got some good tips and you can go and grab those brand deals. Oh, okay. Hey, Paul Peck, Drywall Tube is back. Hello. Paul is awesome. Lots of advice from Paul. Listen to Paul. Paul knows his stuff. Okay. So I'm going to refresh here. Again, I'm trying out a new camera setting system here, so it's all super weird at the moment. But okay, we're gonna get that going. Hey, Zenzarius, how are you doing? Thank you for hanging out here. Still see people hanging out in the chat saying, "Hey, subscribe to my channel." I'll subscribe to yours. Awesome way to actually lose your channel. So don't do that, basically. Okay, so remember, let me refresh this little screen here. Remember, at vidIQ, and then if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer. If people today don't have any questions, I get extra time for a lunch break, which is, hey, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? Okay, so one thing I did see that's coming up in the chat is talking about retention and how important is that. So the way that YouTube works, let's talk about retention. You have a video. YouTube knows all about your video content. It knows what your thumbnails like. It knows your titles. It knows your description. Goes to your tags. It's even auto-transcribed your content. So it knows what this video about. The one thing that YouTube doesn't know is how good or bad that video is. How does it get an answer? Well, YouTube looks for signals. As soon as you launch your videos, are people clicking? How quickly are they clicking? Are they watching the whole thing? Are they rewinding and fast forwarding? Are they sharing it? Are they giving you a thumbs up or a thumbs down? What are they doing? Are they leaving comments? All of those are signals that YouTube looks out for. And when YouTube gets those, it then says, okay, this seems like a good video. Let's look at retention. And retention essentially means how long did people watch your video for? If they watched it for a long time, over 50%, YouTube then says, okay, I have got quality video here. I'm going to distribute that video to other places, other people. However, if YouTube sees that people are leaving in the first 5%, 10% of your video, that tells YouTube, look, there's not really quality here. So YouTube doesn't go out and distribute your video even further. So an important metrics to look out for is your retention. When you launch a video, after a couple of days, go back into that and see, where did people drop off? Did they drop off right at the beginning? Maybe your hook wasn't strong enough. Did they drop off in the middle? Maybe you need to kind of gear up or rechange the way you present things. Do they drop off at the end? Well, are you sending them to another video or do they just leave your channel altogether? Look at those retention graphs. Okay, let me go into the questions, see if anybody's got anything. And if not, more coffee for me, which is also lovely stuff. Right. Let's go have a look. Damons_Warren says, vidIQ was website updated. Yes, we're constantly improving and constantly making changes. So yes, definitely. Okay. Right. Space Trails HVJ says, which app do you use for editing? There's lots out there. Obviously, there is Camtasia. There is Filmmaker Pro. There is something called, I use something called Power Director. Obviously, there's Premiere and all of those editing channels or editing programs. Use the one that's comfortable for you. Most of them will give you 30 days to try it, or if they put a logo on your videos. Download them all, try them for a couple of days each one, see which is the one that's the easiest for you to use. Make it easy. The more barriers that you have between you and uploading a video, the less time you have to upload it. So Find a cool program that's easy to use, just use that. You don't have to go for the top of the range program all the time. Great editing is important, but not editing at all and spending 6 months trying to learn the package, well, kind of defeats the purpose. Okay, let's go find some more questions if there are any, and I'm going to refresh the screen. Okay, Nina says, Nina Nembwebe. I have a feeling that's South African. I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, vidIQ, does all this apply for very first video, brand new channel? Absolutely. So firstly, congratulations for taking that step and getting your channel and taking that commitment, which is awesome. The most important thing when you have no videos is your research. Why make a bazillion videos about something nobody cares about? So absolutely, go back to the beginning of this training and you'll see where I talk about how to do that research. Research is critical. What I like to say to people who are starting out, make 5 videos around a specific niche. Let's just say it's beauty, or let's just say it's technology or vlogging, whatever it may be. Make 5 videos on technology. That's my industry, what I do. And then make one about phones and one about security and maybe one about gadget, like one a little bit, but it's still under technology. And see which one gets more views. The one that gets more views, make a follow-up video about that topic. So if my Wi-Fi router videos gets more views than my phone videos, I'm going to make a follow-up on another router video. Or router if you're from South Africa. So find what the stuff that works and just make more of it. So start with a couple of broad topics and then start narrowing it down and narrowing it down. So the answer to the question is yes, absolutely this works, even when you have no data on your channel, even when you're just starting out. Absolutely correct. Ploppy54, love the name. Can a video be a slow burn? Absolutely. Evergreen content is a slow burn. And I'm assuming what you mean by slow burn is that it doesn't just out the gate just get those lots and lots of views. There's 2 types of videos. There is evergreen content, which basically means content that is relevant into the future. And then there's stuff that is relevant only now. So it's trending videos. So an example, something that's going to be relevant for a very long time is things like 5 Gmail tips you need to know. Okay, that's relevant today. It's also relevant in 6 months' time. It's relevant in a year's time. It only becomes irrelevant when Google changes their entire platform. But up until that time, it's completely relevant. As opposed to something that's trending today. What do you do with your stimulus check that you received? Okay. Odds are that in another year's time, we're probably not going to get a stimulus check. So that topic is now not relevant. So the way that it works is evergreen content doesn't go hot off the gate, to get a little bit of views, but it has got much more lifespan. Trending topics goes very hot out the gate and then dies down within a day or two because now it's no longer trending. Nobody today wants to watch the news from 2 weeks ago, right? Because it's just not relevant today. So you got to kind of see. So can you do a slow burn video? Yes, evergreen content is great. In fact, my channel, one of the video was already 4 months old before YouTube picked it up. And that video at the moment has 5.4 million views. So I'm all for the slow burn. Absolutely. Okay, let me refresh and get some more questions in. Right, Gaming Master says, why am I not getting that many likes? Please help. Likes is in like thumbs up on your video. Are you asking for it? Number one, like right now. So people that are here in the chat, if you haven't given the video a thumbs up and you like the content that you're seeing, give this video a thumbs up whilst I have a sip of coffee and look at you very awkwardly. Thumbs up. Okay, so you see what I did? I actively called out for somebody to take an action. Now, some people have, some people are not going to, but you got to give them the opportunity. So ask for those thumbs up. By the way, if you're worried that you're not getting thumbs up and therefore your video is not getting recommended, don't. That is only one signal that YouTube looks for out of hundreds of signals, if not thousands of signals. So don't be fixated of not getting thumbs up or getting thumbs down. I mean, this stream has got thumbs down. Okay, life will go on, right? So YouTube just looks at it as one signal. It's not as important as your retention. Make sure people watch your content for longer. Okay, okay, oh, right, I'm gonna mess this one up. Ginger Day, yeah, okay, I told you I was gonna mess it. Gaming channel tips. I'm not sure if that's a question. Oh, I'm assuming, do we have any gaming channel tips? Yes, we do. On the vidIQ channel, we have so many videos specifically focused on gaming. I absolutely would suggest you go through them. We have lots. Dan Carlson is the one you need to be looking out for. Guy really knows his stuff. By the way, did you guys know we have a Twitch stream as well? It's a vidIQ Twitch stream. I think the link should be in the description. Whilst you're getting your vidIQ download and getting those 30 days for free in that description, go look at our Twitch stream as well. Because why not? Content is content, right? Okay. Fleet says, is there ways to gain views from the video you posted years ago? Or does the videos seems determine how much engagement in the first 24 hours? Okay, so 2 questions. So let me start with the second one. When you upload a video, those first 24, 48 hours are important for the video's lifespan. That is when YouTube really pays attention to your video. How many people are watching? Do they watch immediately? Do they rewind? Do they leave comments? It's really looking for that, because the more active that it is, the odds are pretty good that YouTube is going to start suggesting it more and more. Now, does it mean that a video that you uploaded a year ago is dead? Absolutely not. As I said, I have still getting views from video that I uploaded 4 years ago. Evergreen content for the win. So, a video that's already old, it's already on your channel, what you can do, if it's not getting views, go and change the thumbnail. Go and change the title. See if you can use some of the stuff that's trending at the moment to try get a little bit more of a lift. A video that's already working on your channel, that's getting you views, don't touch it. But if a video is dead or is only getting a handful of views, there's no reason why you can't experiment. Okay, let me refresh the question. Right, Bean7, is there a free way to getting some vidIQ features? Yes, you just use the free vidIQ tool, and most of the features are actually free. So there's your answer. Right, Blackfire says, I'm in a Roblox anime game, YouTuber, I'm new to YouTube, what can I do to get more views? Firstly, do your research. Go and look at all the other Roblox anime channels, see what they're up to, understand what works and what doesn't. Don't only look at the very, very big channels, because their rules don't necessarily apply to smaller channels. So make sure you look around, look at other people, smaller people, what are they doing? Do that research. This applies to every single channel. The more you do your research, the more you're going to understand your audience, and the more you're going to understand what works and what doesn't. Why would you want to spend hours and hours and hours on something that doesn't work? It's like getting into the car and saying, hey, I want to get from point A to point B, but we don't need a GPS. I'm just going to wing it and hope for the best. And then you go, boo-hoo, it took me 6 hours longer than it should have. Well, no kidding. But if you get into that car, you do your research, you put it into the map, into the GPS, from point A to point B, you're going to get the best direction. Same thing with YouTube. Do that research before you upload. Very quickly, you'll realize what to focus on and what to ignore. How do you get more views on a gaming channel? Same answer as how do you get views on any channel? Do that research. Okay, so let's do some more questions. Charles is bored. That is just an awesome name. Right, what's the best way to promote my content? Where does your audience hang out? Are they hanging out on Facebook? Are they hanging out on LinkedIn? Are they hanging out on TikTok, on Instagram? Where are they? Maybe they're on Twitter. Wherever your audience is hanging out, that is where you should be hanging out. And do not go and spam those groups. Do not drop links all the time. Go and actually add value. If people are getting stuck on this level of level of Minecraft and they can't get past it, or they stuck on Fortnite and they don't know how to do something, go and help them out. And if you help them out, eventually people are going to say, who is this person? Super helpful. Click, and they go to your channel. Always hang out where your audience is hanging out. That is how you win at YouTube, understanding that viewer. So promote your content. That's where I would promote it. Okay, thanks for answering. No problem. This is why we're here. Who else has got questions? Let's do some more. Right, SPDS, Spids. Does it stand for something? I don't know. How can I consistently think of good ideas? Because as of now, that's the biggest issue I have. Yeah, I hear you. Idea generation is the hardest part. So a cool thing to do is to use the tool, go look at your competitors, see what kind of topics they're talking about, and see whether that applies to you. Could you make a similar video? Do not copy. The big mistake that a lot of people do is they copy their favorite creator. People don't want to see a copy. Be yourself. That's why people are there for. Maybe someone did a 10-step tutorial on how to use the latest, I don't know, I got the Pixel 5a, Pixel 5. So maybe someone made 5 steps how to use the Pixel 5. Maybe you should make 25 steps how to use the Pixel 5. Somebody that's looking for the Pixel 5 is going to do a search, is going to get those 2 videos. And now thinking, hold on, same amount of time, maybe I'll get 25 tips. Let me watch that video. So it's about understanding what's going on in the YouTube world. How does it apply to your channel? And then can you make videos about that? Idea generation is probably one of the hardest things. I agree with you. Oh, by the way, another cool thing for idea generation, look at trending hashtags on Twitter. Look at what's breaking news. Look at social media. What are people searching for? Those are typically stuff that will have high search. High search basically means good ideas for your channel. All right, Destination Chronicles. I have a road trip travel channel. Oh, a trip channel travel. Do I have to have the destination in the title when I try because it is not giving me a lot of views? Well, it depends. Are you showing people how to get from point A to point B? It's how you phrase it. If you're saying traveling to Michigan, okay, but if you're saying 5 unbelievable things to do on the road on the way to Michigan, a little bit more exciting. It's all about writing for people. Don't write for the machine, because now you're asking the question: do you have to have the destination? In other words, will YouTube pick it up as a destination, and when people search for it, it's going to come up? Yes, it will still come up, but write it for people. So write your keywords in such a way that people want to click. You're not going to believe what I got up to on the road to Michigan, right? 5 things I learned on the way to Michigan that I wished I knew earlier. Before setting out to Michigan, do these things. Okay, a little bit more exciting than I traveled to Michigan. Okay. Okay, let's do some. Magdalena Helen? No, is she here? Wow. Hello, welcome. Paul Peck Drywall Tube is still holding down the fort, answering questions like a champ, which is awesome. Thank you for doing that. And remember, if you have a question, at vidIQ, and I can answer it. Right. Toshio says, maybe I got that one right. I don't know. I butchered everybody's name, so it's fine. I have this question since for a long time. Will streaming affect my video views in a bad way? No. When you do a live stream, right, you're going to start and it's going to be terrible and you're not going to get people watching and you're going to feel very despondent. So a lot of people think, well, hold on, this is going to destroy my channel. It does not. If you're not happy with your live stream, mark it as unlisted once it's done. And that's it. It's gone. Nobody knows about it. No, YouTube doesn't care that it's there. But then if you have a good live stream and people are loving it, leave it up. Maybe you can take the live stream and cut it down and make another video out of that as well. So that's another option. YouTube doesn't look at your channel and says, oh, this is a good channel. Oh, this is a bad channel. It doesn't. It looks at your individual videos because YouTube cares only about one thing, the viewer. The more it can serve the viewer, the more videos they're going to watch. The more they're going to watch, the more ads YouTube can give them. Basically, that's as simple as it gets. So give YouTube the opportunity. If your live stream is awesome and people are engaging, there's lots of chats going on, it's going to start recommending that live stream. Remember, for a live stream, treat it like a video. Good title, good thumbnail, good description. Put effort into it. A lot of people simply do a live stream going live at 3. Who cares, right? Saying, today's topic is how to get more views and subscribers on YouTube, live at 3 o'clock. Okay, I got something. YouTube can read the title. Oh, hold on, that's an audience I kind of know. Let me go show them this live stream. Maybe they're going to want to watch as well. So will it automatically affect your next video? No. If you're going to do 20 live streams and all of them terrible, well, then you're kind of setting a precedent. Rather do one, understand what went right, what went wrong, fix that, make a couple of your regular videos, maybe then do another live stream and see what happens. Good question. Good question. Okay. Let me refresh. I'm going to just have a sip of coffee quickly. This is a whole new setup, so hopefully it's coming through okay. Usually it's another camera on this side, but now we've got something new. You always got to be experimenting. 1 second. I'm going to have a sip of coffee, give the stream a thumbs up whilst I do that, and look at you awkwardly as I'm doing that. It's always cringe when I do this, but I love it. Okay. Zanzarius still holding out the fort. Thank you. Cal Coaches FX, same. He's just answering away. All right. Have you got any other questions, or are we done for today? Let me know. Let me know. Remember, at vidIQ, if you've got a question for me to see, so I can actually pick it up, because this chat seems to be going pretty darn quickly. So let's just me refresh, see if there are any more questions that were here that I missed. Okay, Charles is bored. Said earlier, what's the best way to interact with your comment section? Love that question. A lot of people get comments and they simply reply back. Some people simply ignore the comments. I think that's a terrible idea. Those are people that are actually paying attention to their comments. Sometimes they simply give it a thumbs up, or they reply with thanks. Well, you've just ended the conversation. Remember, the comment section is your community. The comment section are the people that come back again and again and again to watch your videos. You're building that community. So don't just reply with thanks. Reply back, hey, awesome. Thanks for hanging out here. Which was your favorite tip? Or how funny was it when blah, 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 right? Talk to your community. Get a back and forth conversation going. Because I'm telling you, those people that get a response from me, they'll think, oh, he or she actually takes the time to comment. I'm going to subscribe. I want to see what their next video is about. And you'll see the same people again and again and again. Absolutely engage with your comments. A big mistake is ignoring the comments. So love the fact that you asked that question. Okay, let me refresh this one more time and see if there are any more questions. If not, we can call it. Okay, Psycho FN. Is it Psycho Physio? No, Psycho FN. All right. One of the videos consistently, it gets 100 views a day, and I've tried doing things like it and they flop. What could be the reason for this? Could be a trending topic. It could be something that was relevant then but not relevant now. Could be the fact that maybe you've done too many, so now people are like, ugh. Could you take a different view? Could you maybe look at those comments that you're getting on those videos, and maybe people are asking very specific things? Maybe you can make a video answering those questions in your next video. Obviously, without seeing the videos, it's pretty hard to tell. But again, focus on thumbnail, focus on titles. If you're doing an updated video, well, how long ago was the first video? If it was just yesterday, well, give it time to breathe a little bit before you make another one. And then maybe you can do things around it. So let's just say, I don't know why I keep holding this up. If you're talking about the Pixel 5 was your first video, and your second video was talking about the Pixel 5, well, maybe the video after it, you're going to say, what I learned from a month usage of the Pixel 5. So you still got the Pixel 5 in there, but now you're adding something new, what I learned, right? Something that wants to get somebody to click. Titles are about people. Why are people watching your videos? Why are they clicking on your videos? That's important. Look at your retention. When you look at your retention, why are people dropping off? At which point? Maybe everybody loved tip number 1, 2, but they couldn't care about 3, 4, and 5. Could you expand on tip number 1 and 2? Go look at that retention graph. Super, super critical. Okay. Anything else? All right. So, Mr. Bacon and the Best Gamer had a question, but I think he posted it a gazillion times, so that got hidden. Okay, let's go find it. Guys, be good here. All right, Gaming Master, how do you build your community? Okay, literally what I've just said, engaging with comments, engaging with your viewer, talking to them on social media, building. How do you engage? How do you build a friends list, right? In the real world, how do you do that? If somebody walks up to you at a party and they go, hi, and you go, hi, and you walk away, yeah, not sending a great message. Or if somebody walks up to you after you've given a speech and they go, wow, that was really good, and you go, thanks, they're going to walk away, okay? Because it's awkward. But if somebody comes up to you and go, hey, and you go, hey, how you doing? What do you do? Like, where are you from? And you're starting to build up a relationship. The same thing happens on YouTube. Somebody leaves a comment, go and talk to them. I don't understand why people ignore that. If you've got the community tab, use the community tab. Ask your community questions. Do polls in your community. People love to vote on polls. I use that to understand what my next video should be about. Hey guys, what would you like to see in the next video? Tech 1, Tech 2, Tech 3, Tech 4. And people choose which gadget they want to see next. And based on the one that gets the most amount of views or poll engagement, that's the video that I go next, because that's what my community wants to see. So use the community post. Your community are your friends. You're trying to build them up. So wherever you can, absolutely do that. Comment section, community tab, and social media are a must. Okay. Remember, at vidIQ, so I can see you, because there's a lot of messages and I don't know what's from me and what you guys are just chatting about, which is also fine. Right, Mr. Okay, you're going to make me say this again, and I'm not going to pronounce it again the right way. Mr. Gingerade? Okay, anyway. How do you compete with people with similar uploads? You're not competing with them. Remember, YouTube isn't finite. In other words, we don't all wake up in the morning and get 1,000 views. Now I've got to decide, do I want to watch this content or that content? Because if I watch that content, I'm taking the view away from this person. It doesn't work like that. I can watch hundreds of people's channels, hundreds of videos, and each one of them gets a view. So you're not competing. What you need to understand in what's going on in your world. What's going on? What are people in your community talking about? So we're in the YouTube education space. We want to know what everybody else in the education space is chatting about. If they're chatting about a specific topic, then we pay attention. Is that topic hot? Is it blowing up? Are people really engaged with that video? Are other people making content around that video? Okay, that's a good idea. How do I make that content my own? So maybe they spoke about a couple of elements of this. Maybe I'm going to take a different view. Maybe I'm going to look at a different angle. So understand what's going on. Don't look at them as your competitors. Oh, well, I'm upset. Somebody watched his video. Well, they're not going to watch mine. Well, you're never going to win. Your best things that happen on YouTube is when you work together in people in the same niche. Absolutely no question about that. Okay. Oh, a couple of more questions because my throat is now starting to die down. All right. Duo Noobs says, how do you put tags on a video? You simply go to the tag section, start typing them in, and that's how you add them. If you've got the vidIQ extension, which you do, I'm going to pretend I'm pointing in the right direction. I think it's where it is. If you look here, you get full vidIQ for 30 days. So if you don't have vidIQ at the moment, go and grab that. And you'll see, oh, I did point the right way. That's cool. Then you'll see that in there, we make tag recommendation. We tell you what the score is, what the volume, what the search volume is, and which tags to use over other tags. You can do that. I will say tags are not as important as they used to be. They're still important, but not as important as they were in the past. So rather pay attention to your thumbnail and your title. I spend 70% of my time getting a good title and a good thumbnail. 20% of my time spending it in my description, and 10% of my time just sticking in a bunch of tags. Okay. Hold slides. Is this pre-recorded? Well, if you've just joined now, then this is live. So hello, Hold Slides. If you joined in when we first started going, you would have heard me say that the first training section is pre-recorded. Then I come back and I do the live, which is where we're seeing you now. Okay. Right. Zenzerius asks a question. Is it possible to place tags on a channel? Yes, it is. It is. And I think it's under settings and then channel, and you can put channel tags there. Does it help you or not? Not so sure about that. But it's different. But it is there. I just can't remember offhand where it is. With the new studio, everything's been moved around. I think it's going to studio, going to settings in the bottom left, and then your defaults maybe could be there, and then there could be your tags there. They've also added something called customization, which is how you customize your playlist. It might even be there as well. So I haven't done that in like forever. Not really that super important. Okay. Right. J145. I have a question now. I have a question. So okay, that was retracted. So I guess I'm not answering that question. Sinceris, I hate it when they rearrange things. Yes, tell us about it. They do something, we frantically make changes, and then they do something else, and then we go, undo, redo. Ugh. But I'm glad they moved to studio. I mean, it's so much nicer, so much more information. If you remember what the old classic was like, I'm glad it's a good move. But yes, very frustrating. Okay. Right. Oh, what? Live or die. Or okay, anyway. Having much tags and description is good, but if some of them don't really describe the video, will it hurt it? Don't put anything in your description or your tags that's got nothing to do with your video. If you put something in there like Casey Neistat and I don't know, Peter McKinnon and whoever, and you put that into your description and your tags and your video has nothing to do with them, let's just say it worked. And let's just say you got a PewDiePie fan because he was in there too. And they click on your video, and within the first 30 seconds, they realize PewDiePie's not in this. What's going to happen? They're going to leave. What message is that sending to YouTube? This video is clickbait. Do you think YouTube's going to promote that video? No. Okay. Right. Right, let's see who else I've got here. All right, Backfire says, what kind of content should I make? Should I make mainly experience videos? I'm just playing the game. That's up to you. I can't tell you what content you're excited about. Oh, did you hear my dog having a bit of a bark there? I can't tell you what videos you're going to get excited about make. Just make sure it's the videos that you are passionate about making. Remember, you have to wake up every day and think YouTube and what am I going to make my next video? If you hate doing it, don't do it. So make things that you love to do. Those are always the winners. Okie dokie. All right. Cheesy Mation. I like it. Any tips for story animators? From experience, I find it difficult for us to get a video based off a trend or a popular topic since they are about our stories. So yeah, I think with this, because first of all, it takes you guys for absolute ever to make videos because there's so much work that goes into it. I respect what you do. It's amazing. I think my idea with story stuff is make a good story. Something that worked really well for other animators is animating somebody else's life. So kind of almost fame hacking it. So saying how Casey Neistat became the #1 vlogger in the world. And then you put Casey kind of in an animation. So it may be not your core thing, but you're showing your skills. You're using Casey. Maybe you tweet Casey and you say, hey, I made this about you. Hope you liked it. Maybe he replies. Maybe he likes it. So just trying to understand that the ecosystem is bigger. You're in a difficult position because it takes you a long time to make a video, as opposed to someone that's a vlogger, perhaps. They switch on the camera and they start talking. Tips, I think it's more about, again, thumbnails and titles. Do that research. Make sure that whatever your story is going to be about, try and include some of the trending stuff. So even though maybe it's your story, and again, I don't know what you do on your channel. Maybe it's about your life and what you got up to today, but maybe try and incorporate what's going on. So I left my house for the first time after COVID. I don't know, something like that. And then use that as the background to your story. Try and understand what is working and what's available out there and how you can do it for yourself. Okay, a couple of more questions because my voice is about to die a miserable death. So let's do that. Right, Brown Daddy Outdoors says, how do I get more views on my video? Awesome question. Go watch this training from the beginning. We've answered that for the last hour and 25 minutes. Literally just that. Fun and Learn Kids Time channel. Can we merge 2 different channels? Aye? So you have 2 different channels. What do you mean merge? Like create a 3rd channel or put all the content on the one channel? Not really sure what you're asking. Always when you work with another channel, even if it's your own channel, you want to make sure that the content aligns. Look at someone like Philip DeFranco. So he does a great daily news channel, but he's also got a podcasting channel, which is him interviewing other people. Look at someone like Preston Plays. He's got his main channel, and then he's got his Preston channel, and he's got his wife channel, and he's got a whole bunch of other channels, but they're all kind of intertwined with each other because they're all about the same thing. It will be super weird if Preston did a cooking channel. That can possibly work, but he does have 15 million subscribers, so he does get away with lots of stuff, which a lot of us can't get away with. What's it called? Okay, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing any of these right. Live or, see, Afrikaans, live is life. So I'm kind of thinking it's that, or live or die. I don't know. Are you a savage like Travis? Hell no. Okay, nobody can compete with Mr. Savage. Here's the OG. You want Savage stuff? Join us on Tuesdays when we do channel audits. That's when your real Savage comes out. Okay, any other questions? Right, Gaming Master, how do you collaborate with someone? Reach out to them with a good idea. Never reach out to another channel and say, hey, I want to work with you. Because guess what? We get these requests hundreds a day. What's your idea? What's going to add value? If you want to work with me on my technology channel, you're gaming, I'm assuming you're a gaming channel from your channel name. If you reach out to me and say, hey, I want to work with you, it's going to go into spam. But if you reach out to me saying, okay, you're into tech, I'm into gaming, I've got this cool collaboration idea, we can do this and we can do this, your audience will love it, here is why. Okay, now I'm interested. And remember, you don't have to work with channels only of similar sizes. You can approach bigger channels. I worked with a channel that had 3.2 million subscribers at the time. A channel with 10,000 subscribers reached out to them and they worked together. Why? Because the channel with the 10,000 subscribers had such a great idea. They knew their audience would love it. They were very happy to collaborate together. So ideas. Help the creator make it easy. Help them to say yes. Here's what I'm going to do. Here are the audience. Here's the value. Here's what I'm going to do for you. Okay, now it's sounding interesting. All right. Okay, right. Hot Slide says, is it normal to have lower retention time with increasing time? Yeah, the longer your video goes, odds are that your graph starts to kind of die down. And that just, by the way, that looks super weird on camera. So the longer the video goes, the graph does come down. As people are there, they get ideas of what they wanted, or they get the information that they wanted, and they pretty much are going to leave. That's why when people say, I need to make a 15-minute video, I think it's ridiculous. Because if people are leaving in the first minute, well, then who cares how long your video is? Look at that retention. So I'm glad that you're looking at that. And yes, the longer the video, a lot of people don't stay around till essentially the very end. Okay. Okay, so I think there's no more questions. Okay, here we go. All right, so it's lie for die. All right, see? Now I know how to say it in the future. Okay, people, thank you for hanging out. Hopefully it was useful. I'm going to do the same thing next week, same time, same place, same thing. We're going to go through the training. If you've been here since the beginning, go back and watch the replay. You will find that you'll pick up one element and you'll just focus on it that week. And then I'll see you next week and you'll tell me, oh, I did that one thing and it really, really worked. What else can I do this week? So we have people coming in again and again and again, which is why we do the training every single week. And of course, if you're new and this is the first time you're seeing it, go and implement some of the stuff. Let's talk next week when we see what you've done and then see what else you can pick up, what other tips you've got. And then, of course, I come back for this Q&A, and then we just have a good old chat until voice pretty much dies down. Don't forget, if you want to unlock vidIQ for 30 days, it is, I think I'm pointing in the right direction. It is up here in the chat. It's also down in the description. We've also got Tube Talk. Tomorrow's episode is all about using copyright music legally for your channel. So go and check that out. Link is in the description. We have a Facebook group. We have a Discord. So these kind of conversations carry on, not just when we go live on a Wednesday or live on a Tuesday. Come and join us in those places. We're here for you. We want to support you. We want to make sure that you rock your channel. Smash that thumbs up button on your way out as you leave if you like the stream. If you didn't like the stream, smash the thumbs down button. We'll be okay. And I guess we'll see you guys on next time. So as Rob Wilson says, well, everybody says this part, please be safe out there. But as Rob Wilson says, enjoy your video making day. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Magdalena Helen, Paul Peck, Drywall Tube is still here. Daniel holding down the fort as always. Where are my other mods? I want to say goodbye to the mods. We appreciate the mods because without the mods, this would be insane. This is really cool. Okay, bye. Gaming Master says goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Bye, says Lucid Tendrils. Zenzarius. Oh, I'm good. I'm going to miss you, dude. Thank you for hanging out here. Who else is here? Who else are other mods? Say goodbye on your way out before you smash the thumbs up button. Hold Slides. I hope I answered your question. Thank you for answering them. Random Tunes. thank you. Charles is bored. Oh, good name. Still love that channel name. A Black Kitty Cat, bye. Thank you. GameWorks, Fit Gamer Life, Charlie's Gaming. Bye, everybody. Be safe. I agree. Definitely be serious. Nobody misses me. All right. Cooking with Luke and Friends. Luke, cheers. Thank you for hanging out. Microchip Arcade. And I think vidIQ. Oh, vidIQ is still here. That's cool. Well, they better be here. Lilycraft Nook, how could I forget you? And thank you for listening to my Vid Summit talk. Hopefully you got some good notes out of that. By the way, feel free to let me know if there's anything you'd like to add, and maybe I should have covered more. I'd love to get some feedback. Paul Peck Drywall Tube, lots of fire. As we head out, I'm going to awkwardly wave, and we're going to say goodbye. Bye.